Hello, everybody. You can call me Hunch. If you're new here, I talk about stacks. I talk about crypto. I've been talking about the ETH Bitcoin chart going down for 2 years. So we're going to do a quick recap. We're going to be talking about memes, things that I would add to my theoretical portfolio. This is a case study, not financial advice. That theoretical portfolio consists of BVM, stacks, ORNJ, Ghosty, Cash, TRAC, DIKO, Alex, Villar, Bitflow Finance, which is not out. There's a few, one or two others I might have missed. Please go watch all my videos. I'm adding another one today to a theoretical portfolio, so on and so forth. I also talk about other things, AI, gaming, but I think those are much harder to pick out, and so on and so forth. So I won't be talking too much about those, but we will be talking about memes, which should never be a part of a theoretical portfolio. That is gambling, in my opinion. I think that's a safe assumption to make. I could be wrong. Maybe it is there is some type of thesis behind these things that I'm not aware of. But as of right now, I think most of the reasonable people in the world would say meme coins is kind of like a gambling casino. Okay, so here we go. Here's the ETH Bitcoin chart. I've been talking about this for over a year. I made this first circle January 21. It's been down only. You can see. Please go reference my videos. If you're new here, I am not making this up. I have been talking about down only. I've been saying, even established players are wrong about this. I think this is down only. The Bitcoin ecosystem will continue to outperform. It is the place to be, so on and so forth. And here we are. When people said they were going to break out of the channel, they were wrong. It continues to break down and down and down. I think for the whole cycle, this will continue to break down. People who stay in ETH are making a mistake. I don't care about base. I think it's a centralized chain, so on and so forth. Now, today, let's talk about Trio. And sorry if I talk quick. I got to go somewhere. Trio is an ordinals business. I think this is possible. It is possible that this is a real business forming, right? In the chart, pumped when it first released. It came down. It released on DEXs, centralized exchanges. So I think they did better than Villar, being a DeFi protocol, starting on a DEX, where Villar started on a centralized exchange. I kind of went off on them, but I digress. So I tweeted about this today. Damn, 287, right? The chart looks crazy to me. I think, this has a possibility to have real cash flows, be a real business. Now, I don't have all their forms that a traditional business would have that show assets, liabilities, blah, blah, blah. So you have to kind of use your imagination a little bit and see, is it possible that this is a real business? Are the fundamentals correct? It's more of a fundamental analysis than like a strategic, what are the numbers analysis. So relatively simple. It reminds me of Craigslist a lot, right? Craigslist, very simple. It was a marketplace for peer-to-peer stuff. And it was worth, like, in my opinion, probably $1 billion or $500 million, right? I don't know what it's doing now, but the point is a simple business can be worth a ton of money, right? And why do I think that, right? Pizza Ninjas continue to pump. Different ordinals collections continue to pump. I think ordinals are going to continue to take market share from the huge NFT market space on Ethereum, other chains, Avalanche, so on and so forth. I think it's coming to the mother chain. I think it's a better system than the NFT collections on other chains. So, yeah, there is a little bit of like, oh, is this a real investment? I don't know what their cash flows are going to be. I'm just using, I think that it could be a better business in the future with a relatively low, fully diluted valuation or market cap of 40 to 100 million, right? I think this is possible that this could become $1 billion business, especially in a bull run before, all the capital leaves the system, so on and so forth. So, okay, so I'm definitely adding this to a theoretical case study bag, along with BVM, stacks, DIKO, Alex, Villar, TRAC, TAP when it comes out, most likely, if it ever does. I know there's some red flags about that. But we've done relatively well for buying real possible businesses or ecosystems. But we've also done well in things that I don't think you should be investing in, right? But are just fun if you put $10 and gamble like a casino, right? Rock. We've been talking about since 10K valuation. It's now at $700,000 valuation. If I'm right about the Nakamoto meme season, I think this is one of the best plays, right? The community is active. They're adding liquidity pools to Villar. They're trying to get on Alex. The Discord is relatively good. I also like Not, right? Been a developing ecosystem, right? We're having this wedge down. I think it's consolidating. I think if we do get a Nakamoto meme season, this thing is going to pump and fly at a relatively also low valuation for a meme, 3.76. Now, I've got a lot of criticism from the Welsh community. Why do I not talk about Welsh? I think they're in a precarious situation, even though they did attack me and whatever. Beyond all that, forgetting that, right? Are they first meme token on stacks? No. Are they first dog token on stacks? That's on Bitcoin. That's debatable. Is an L2 count as on Bitcoin, or as DOG, the Rune token that is being issued under Runes, the first DOG token. I think they're in a very precarious situation. It doesn't mean they can't pump, but in terms from a theoretical investment standpoint, if you do want this part of your theoretical bag, which I do not advocate for, I'm more about, is this possibly a real business? Can they be regulated like a real business? Can they offer cash flow, so on and so forth, which I think is a safe and reasonable position to take about this unregulated market. I think if you look at this is like, it's going to be much harder to get a 10 to 20x if you are in that style of crypto to do that. Okay, so that's just my opinion. Could I be wrong? Sure. Could this go to $50 billion? Maybe, but I think it's highly unlikely. If you look at, if you can imagine a slew of statistical outcomes, I think it's highly unlikely that happens at this point unless they come up with some other narrative. Stacks blows up to like $200 billion market cap, right? I just don't think the return is there. And you can hate me for that, or you can heed that opinion, or you can form your own opinion. I don't really care what you do. That's just my opinion. I don't have any hatred towards Welsh. I just think they have a lot of hatred towards everybody else because they're all betting on this and giving financial advice about this is the meme token of the future, right? Nobody's giving financial advice here, but it seems like taking a stance on a meme token and being aggressive about it is a precarious situation to be. If someone said, like, did you offer advice about a crypto? At least if you talk about other cryptos, you could say, well, I thought this was a good business. I talked to a wide audience, right? Rather than like pushing a meme token. That's just my opinion. I think I deal in reasonable attitudes and opinions about crypto. So, heed my advice, don't heed my advice, listen to me, formulate our own opinions, do whatever you want. This is not financial advice. I just think if you're a Welsh person, you're not sitting pretty. That doesn't mean you can't. So I don't think one way or the other. Do I have a position in this? That's not for me to tell, but I just think you have to be careful with Welsh. It's already down over 50%, and it just continues to bleed. Doesn't mean it's not wedging. It doesn't mean anything like that. So that's all I'm saying. Anyway, you can call me Hunch. I think Trio is going to catch on. It's got that mutual fund feel, like TRAC, like BVM, like Stacks. You don't have to pick a specific winner under it, but it gives you exposure to ordinals, right? Instead of picking like a Pizza Ninja or a Rune Pump or whatever the case may be, you can just buy this and hope that it has a shit ton of cash flows from all that. So anyway, you can call me Hunch. I got a hunch, and that hunch is Trio. Please like and subscribe. Anyway, love you. Bye.